Alright, mates. Yeah, alas, a lot of people die when we do the restart. I could be recording it and chopping it up like that, but I don't have a hard disk big enough for that, sadly. Know all about the green ape? Even have a green ape pen? Goddamn. I see you've been talking about cryptids with Lena. He smiles. The kind green ape is one of her favorites. Traveled to Elysium to look at it for once. Gary and I got stuck in a rainstorm though, and it had to spend most of our time there in the little village. Search was fabulously unsuccessful, but the people were very nice. I'm glad they didn't understand what Gary was saying about them. What, Tainen? They're just on a different rung of the ladder. Morel, I had no problem with them. Oh, another racist. Really? You kept complaining how dirty everything is, but we digress. Like Carl fucking Pilkington claiming that the Chinese don't need to learn the English word for stink because they come from a smellier place. Goddamn racist. They're a nascent culture. I just didn't feel comfortable. And let's change the subject, okay? Talk about some critters or whatever. He mumbled something. Goddamn. And about most dangerous cryptid, the gnome of Gabonganor? Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid? No. The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant known as the dread moose. Oh dear god. The dread moose, yes. Someone put dread moose in the bot, please. God damn, what a creature. Fuck. The dread moose would probably team up with the dreaded unboner, and then it'd just be lost. Look at, oh no, there, the Flodority Whisperer. It's even been known to dig up fresh graves instead of sustenance. Does it also attack people? Oh, magnesium base is assing up. Yeah, the dread moose, goddamn. Distant relative of the dread goose. Dyslexic relative. Human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart and trampled into mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will. Okay, what does the dread moose look like? Just like an ordinary Arden moose. How can you tell if it's ordinary or the dread kind? You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful. It's hard to identify. Oh no. I'm 100% behind the dread moose. I utterly believe it exists. I'm not sure about this dread moose. I think he might be taking us for there might have been a bunch of suggestion assing up here to see for him testing to see if we're an idiot. Not completely sure about the dread moose. The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. What's the other evidence? The recent surge in the moose population as hidden carnivores. The dread moose are effectively removing competition for both themselves and their evolutionary cousins. But why does it need to hide its carnivorous nature? Moose, spelling error, meese are already being hunted for sport. Can you imagine what would happen if they came to be viewed as predators? What exactly is the relation between the carnivorous moose and the regular moose? The carnivorous moose, carnivorous meese are very young species, a result of a genetic mutation that fared well in the process of natural selection. God damn. It makes sense that such a majestic animal would be with natural weapons, antlers, would come to rule the forest. The only strange thing is that it took so long. Are there any reliable eyewitness accounts for moose killing other animals for food? One slaughterhouse at the outskirts of the woods in Vasta reported that the staff kept seeing meese in the distance. The meese would just stare at the building as though they were waiting for something. Its eyes bloodshot and full of cruelty. I'm not sure I'm buying it. Well, that's not all. Some of the slaughterhouse apprentices went hiking by a nearby creek and saw a moose nibbling on an unidentified carcass. Oh no. That isn't something unique. Various species of deer have been known to scavenge when plant food is scarce. Anyway, he settles down. There is more than enough evidence to justify a thorough search for the dread moose. Let's just close the subject before it turns into an argument. Here's a man who has had more than his fair share of heated arguments and would, surprisingly, it may seem, prefer not to have any more. Tell me about the giant, mate. That's impressive, I guess. He does not seem that impressed. But have you seen it with your own eyes? No. Of course you haven't. He seems satisfied. Have you seen it? I haven't had the chance to travel to Kokonua, no. And I likely never will. The Samoskilt desert regions have been embroiled in a small civil war for the last 8 years. Alright, pal. Yeah, dude. I fear the mindless barbarism may have wiped out the elusive creature entirely. Sightings of towering luminosities have grown rare recently, while they once used to be constant. Yeah, before camera phones, I guess. It remains unclear what this has to do with you seeing it, as he was inquiring before. He may just he was just being defensive. Cool. That's enough of that. Let's go. Okay. Come on, brain. Oh shit, it bends logic. I mean, I guess. Our logic's in the toilet. I have a decent amount of volition now, though. Back down to 2 fucking logic. God damn it. Gonna ask around a little bit before I put the point into something, since we might get a new fort we'd be interested in. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you to help us out, officer.
Thanks.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Don't be a twat. Kind of raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man, that sounds awfully familiar. Something to keep in mind for later. Is this his cup? Wait, is he the guy that did the bin?
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Right, Tachonka, with your yellow name in the chat. Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted, but someone has to stay strong for Rivercall.
Did he just say it in a way that the loading screen says it's not pronounced? Just gazed at a pile of soggy logs at his feet. He pronounces Rivercall with a hard K, unlike us. Oh. Thanks, rhetoric. You said Rivercall? I pronounced it the hard way, the old way, the Vespertine way. He nods solemnly. He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite, a very fringe nationalist handshake, probably. 'Cause, 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 'cause You know anything about the man hanging behind the whirling in rags? Oh, so that's what the RCM in Maine is. What the RCM is in Maine is about. Great. He nods in sincere approval. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that. So you do know something about it? No. He shakes his hand, his head emphatically, then corrects his tie. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary, but everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it, that's all. He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes. Strange. Are you a cryptozoologist too? No, I just help Merle with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own. There's probably... There probably isn't a follow-up to this, but you can't think of any. Doesn't matter, waste of time anyway. Gotta keep moving. You were surprised to see my colleague. Not many sealites here, or anywhere other than seal. I meant no offense, truly. Do you remember when we met Measurehead, and I said that the next racist will be the really good one? Yes. Well, he gestures toward Gary, though he was presenting a work of art. This is that racist. I don't know, I like the previous racists better. Damn it. Are you, Gary? Are you racist? Hey man, he blushes. All I meant that there's not many sea lights around. I'm just stating a fact. The lieutenant is a native of Refshall. Oh yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. He flashes an impenetrable smile. Let's change the subject, okay? Is this your mug? My mug? Why would you think that? You said yellow, man. It's not something many people go around saying. Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. It still seems suspicious that I mentioned a mug was found at the scene of the lynching. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have. I'm very, very sorry, officer. He pauses. You're not going to find me, are you? We might find him. He's a twat, and he was at the scene of the ass. Oh, how much was it we fined for littering? I forget. Kim told us how much it was we could fine for. Oh, I forget. Let's fine him for 100. Fuck him. I am about fine. 100 real. He accepts the slip of paper with a bow. Okay, I deserve that. Yeah. Won't do it again, you have my word. I don't know what got into me stuffing my garbage in another man's property. I've been having trouble at work lately. The Kojaks are price dumping us out of competition. What did you do, Gary? Nothing. Just answering some questions, helping out the law. How did you get into the trash container? I know a guy who works with trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of mayonnaise. Why would you need to get into everyone's trash? So I could use the welding trash compactor to store my own stuff? He says, bowing shamefully like a fallen knight. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. Damn, Hymeans run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay, I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have disgraced myself. Disgraced? Lieutenant raises an eyebrow and looks up. No need for his terraric, sir. It was after all just a trash container. Studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer. Did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling in rags, into the trash container? Officer, please, raises his hands. Let me explain, it's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where the hanged man... where the where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around the yard, smelling people or animals, you know. Yes, what happened? Then I came out to clean the rags up because no one else would. Put him in the whirling trash. Yeah, he fucked around out. No one else would. I put them into whirling rags trash along with the broken mug. Admittedly, changes his mind mid-sentence. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and then I threw the mug there and the clothes too. Right, this was just civic duty, Lieutenant remarks drolly. Exactly, that's what it was. Civic duty. Ah, Jesus Christ. As you shifted comfortably, a series of clicks, like clicking of glass beads against one another as they roll across hardwood floor. You've heard the sound before, but where? What's that strange sound? What sound? Clicking I just heard. Clinking I just heard. When you moved. Really? Oh, he has the armor. He fans his arms out slowly. This time he motions soundless. Lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds. Though insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby. The sound you heard was the sound of something easily abandoned. Was not the sound of something easily abandoned. Wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you? Armor? No. He changes his mind. I mean, yes, of course. I know he was wearing armor. We don't know anything about it. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely. After this topic is concluded, move on. Shit. I need my composure boots for this. We're doing it. It's happening.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
I'm a fucking idiot. I should have tried it, failed it, then put a point in. Yeah. Now I fucked it up. Is he? He's looking comfortable though. Maybe it was just beads. Sound like beads. What kind of beads? Might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes? Are you currently sporting some anal beads? Yeah, are you currently sporting some anal beads, Gary? Lieutenant leans in confidentially. You wouldn't be able to hear if he was wearing anal beads, he whispers. Please excuse my colleague's humor. Working the murder case is taking a toll on us both. You don't quite have to answer that yet. Damn, they'll be gone afterwards. Fucking mattress.
We'll be on our way soon. Thank you again for lending a hand.
Have you noticed anything off about your friend Gary? No, why? Of course not. Why? Are you sure? Well, there was his voice. He's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More than usual, but that's understandable. Just wants to go home and warm up. Okay. Did that re-unlock it?
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
Maybe we ask more about the mug in different line of eyes. I can see you recognize it. It's in your eyes. Admit it, you put it there, mate. I already find you. Just want information. Damn it. A good man. Stupid composure. Right, let's go check the traps, I guess. I mean, we don't really have... Since I fucked that up. How the hell would he be able to hide armor under his clothes, though? Hopefully he goes back to the thing. He said one was south of it. Yeah, there's one there. Isn't that the one he just said? He said to ask that one last. That's the one he's doing there, I guess. There's one of them. Yep. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't catch every MC in Revachol, hopefully. Oh. Crash. Haven't been in a church yet either. But we search for Bitcoin miners. That's one. Turns on your feet, look the same as the one you saw a moment before, same wiring. Look around. Breed shakes sadly in the coastal breeze, shows snow specks, the stalks. Most of it melts quickly, the reeds seem to be waiting for something. Wind picks up here near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow tip of the island. It's cold this time of year, reach for trap. Locusts are crawling around the trap, confused and uneaten. So no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them. Big surprise, Lieutenant grins mercilessly. Anyway, one down, 3 to go. Damn, I was hoping it would be in the first one. No need to grin, I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm just helping some citizen get some fresh air and getting some fresh air. I meant no offense. Just Lieutenant looks doesn't know how to finish the sentence. He looks at you, putting the trap back on the ground. Aw. Kim likes a bit of fun, just not on work time. He can't bring himself to it. Yeah, he's probably wearing it. It's probably the torso thing, since he lifted up his arms. And then the sound wasn't there because his armpits didn't ass. Oh, there's some pole over there. We haven't googled. Have we been up here? Yes, stomach. Thank you for that contribution. Stomach starts fucking Tubian throat singing. What? A lot of patience to do this. It's one of those stack men. No gummies. But painted with pastels. Someone's trying to bring cheer to the world. Yellow moss on the stones. They're probably stolen from someone's garden. Trash from someone's unending party. Pole screwed into the ice. Keeps the tent erect. More tribalistic markings. Posts covered in little humanoids. Oh yeah, shortcut. Pane of Etonite's been planted in the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall any minute. Stronger gust of winds. What is this? Looks like a makeshift bridge. Just its color. Could be convenient. Go there. Please don't make a very loud noise. Very fine. Should ask the girl in the ice what's going on. This is toward the young woman next to tent. That might take time. We need to look at the things while the ass is assing. Tent is just a tarp fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flat's open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's nothing like I've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on! Get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Nah, mate. Andrew, you're... I'm good. I'm a scientist. Science made DK globally. No, time is summer passes the quickest when you talk to people, which is why I'm going around picking everything up before I do so. And checking these traps. I think every line of conversation is about 20 seconds or something. Which is why I felt safe exploring this before, until we found the car and it took 2 hours. Tap fill the apparatus among the reeds, don't want a more trap, weight down by stone to keep in place, look around. Reeds bend forlornly towards the sand. Some tufts have been crushed, snow covers broken stalks like a shroud. The east city center hums to you. Yeah, something like that. Constant distant sound, louder this time. On this part of the coast, nearer somehow. There's that cold again, always the cold, reach a trap. Time is so full of panic locust, no sign of any cryptozoological beasts inside. Another empty trap, the lieutenant takes a note. More out of habit than duty. Again, I want to make it absolutely clear that I don't really believe the phasmid exists, okay? Of course, noted. He looks at you incredulously as you place the trap back in the reeds. Having a little bit of fun time with Kim here. Right, so they would have despawned there. Hopefully they're both back at the thing, so we can composure up and ask man about the bullshit. The other trap was below where they were, so... Where they were. They were. I bet we'll actually find it, but fuck up and lose it. Because of some ass roll. Go stand out in the reeds just in case. The pheromones allow us to spot the fucker. Yeah, fuck shot put it. I think we need a bunch of Inland Empire. We basically just killed our Inland Empire. Our Nigel is 3. Thought I lowered the fucker. Tap's not too hard to spot. Once you know what you're looking for, keeping hidden has not been priority for the zoo to below. Look around. Tiny ruins of a residential building go over the reeds. They whisper among themselves confidentially. Snowflakes cling to the shivering stems. Reach a trap. Nothing but the locust in the trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity. Empty as all of them. He pants. 1 more of these and we're done. His face red from the cozy air. Crouches in the thing. One more time. I stress I did not expect cryptozoological monstrosity to be in this trap. Of course, noted. Onion bin. Oh well. At least we got rid of the expression. And that's the traps. Last one more set. Checking it over, he said. It's just a technicality. Look around. Reads by the abandoned campsite, swine tremble, while the snow falls all around. It's good the cryptozoologist left. This place isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire's gone out, you feel strange somehow. Reach a trap. Trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. Woo, woo. Wonderful. Oh, yeah. No locusts. No phasmid either, but still. Bugle. Tenant studies the trap with you. Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. It's just an empty trap. Perception, go. The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down the ground. I get the feeling that someone or some way may have messed with the trap. Perhaps our cryptozoologists have a competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or something else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I wouldn't be taking this on as a case, which I'm not. But then I would be yeah. What if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out? It probably wasn't the phasmid, but he still needs to know. We did sort of promise to tell them, didn't we? He seems to regret the fact. Look around. Can we just Google it again or what happened there? Someone did some shit. But the other traps are still full. We could check them on the way back again, I guess. Full locust. Oh. Guess not then. Not if it doesn't seem to count stuff I've already done. You have anything new to say, Kim?
Yes?
Let's check inside the church then. It's up here, wasn't it? It's getting dark. The heavy wooden doors are more than twice your height and stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornaments appear in stark contrast to the padlock carelessly drilled into the wood. Spec carpentry. Carving on the door is block-like and angular. They what? Maybe, I don't know. Carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. The large beam shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. Run hand over beam. Surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Take a closer look at padlock. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. The shackles, it shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with yellow sticker. It's easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting somehow. Google sticker. Maybe. See a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve between them. That looks like a mouth. Oh, a dead smiley. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but the symbol depicts clear enough a smiling dead guy. The curve makes a smile, and the X makes it dead. You've seen the symbol before. Takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before he inspects the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies, "No. What's it look like to you? Looks like a dead man smiling." Junior delinquency? What is junior delinquency? As for Verishal Sir, the Moralitarian defines junior delinquency as minors between the age of 10 and 16 who have committed an act of violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes, as they would for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exam. He puts the handkerchief in his coat pocket. What is suggestive of junior delinquency here? I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. There you go, good man. That's a fine answer. Let's get the sticker here. There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Put the sticker in your ledger after last entry where it belongs. Style your paperwork. Nice. Looks like today was a gold star day. Inspect the staple. Padlock passes through a staple. It's been hastily attached to the wood. Close inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional to say the least. Should you want to go through, it might be easier to try and pry the whole thing off. This is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy. He takes a step back. Maybe we should look for another way in first. The church has seen enough mistreatment. Oof. How about we go to the tent and check out the tent again? He knows a shabby piece of canvas. Okay. That was something of a hint. We can Google the sticker, can't we? No, we put it in the thing. A filthy jacket, we haven't Googled that either. Haven't Googled these asses. Hello, filthy Jack. No. Let's go talk to those assholes before they go GN. There were youths in the tent. Fuck 'em. Let's talk to the shit piling kid outside first. Well, that's loud. A shaggy looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels in the ice, an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Hello there.
Hi. It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Everyone knows drug makes you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party. Do you want to party? Dear child, you're freezing. Where's your hat? She looks up at you, distracted. Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder. I said, you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I have a hat on. Shouldn't I do? Point to hat.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
God damn it. Yeah, notice her voice in comparison to some of the others. It's just like so weirdly audio balanced. You should wear one. Plan on staying outside in the weather.
Yeah, well, look man, fuck the hat.
Right. Is that kind of language really necessary? I should authority up. But can
I'm sorry
get back
I said
there?
Fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
I think that one might be stuff. So we're too late for that, are we? Where's our authority hat? I don't think we have an authority hat. No, we don't. her character might be meant to be quiet, but that's no excuse to make something inaudible if you adjust your volume to make the loud stuff tolerable. Can we talk hat again? Ugh.
Hello again.
What's your name? Ashley. Hair's dyed blonde with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness. As for the who, I'm not a young suitor. This is official police business. Burger. Ashley Burger. I see. What's that device you have there? This, she breathes on her freezing fingers, is a portable recording device. It's for field recording, low quality but still, and the wires. Actually, it's just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone. It's a contact microphone. The contact mic records sounds from inside things like the ice. Nice, you may be able to bucks someone with it wiretapping. How's that thing work? The mic? I don't know. Somehow it picks up the vibrations from the air. The box said it only picks up structure-borne sound. If you like technobabble, where do you get it from? Same place I got the recorder from. The Elysium? What's that? Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? So if you get to it for a moment, it's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musician. I once saw Arno van Eyck. Who is this Arno guy? Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Who's this Arno guy? Oh yeah, she looks you over, assessing your age. Guess you don't know Van Eyck, or really be a passionately going kind of person. I get down. I don't know what that means. I grind. I don't know what that means either. I'm hip beyond my ears. Neither do I actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind. Breeze on her fingers. Looks like she doesn't know what to say. You're right, time has deserted me. She looks at you oddly. Sucks, man. She squints against her eyes for a second, trying to remember something. Then let's go. What's the something about the mic, perhaps? Let's see if this takes time. 16:10. Doesn't seem like. Let's go back to contact microphone. Oh. Actually, let's try that again. Oh yeah, time seems to be passing. I get down, I grind. It means I'm hip beyond my years. Yes. That's cool, she beats on her fingers. Damn it. I want the microphone. What are you doing out here in the cold? Recording, I guess. And what is your recording exactly? I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell, not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound. She scratches her forehead. Wait, what happened to the headphones? My boyfriend sold them. What for? I don't know, man. Things? Just stuff you need for life? Everything checks out, sire. Thanks, drama. Failure. What are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps. Musicians in the Palladium use them for making music. They loop the stuff, cutting tapes together. They make sound out of cracks and ice and keys jangling. Sounds like that. It's hard to explain. Nod. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be like a music place anyway. She rubs her shoulders and looks around. I really don't know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer. The sharp drop in endorphins almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chilled, quivering jaw indicates a drug high. Take this, you're cold. Lieutenant begins taking off his jacket. No man, fuck that, I'm cool. Sorry, what I said, sorry about the fuck. It's okay, Lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. If I was wearing the other hat, you could have had that. Give her your hat. This is where this will come in handy. Oh no, we actually gave that one away. That one we might load. I didn't realize. I thought it would take us to the inventory and give us a... I thought it would take us to the inventory and give us an option of hats. So let's just... I wonder what if her ass in life depends on the hat. Ow. We've gotten rid of the expression, so we can get rid of our bum hat, I guess. Ah fuck, we're all the way over here. Oh, okay. It's very silly. I want to keep that one. Guess we're getting rid of the bum hat. I'm not going to put on stuff for drama, even though I know I have to ask.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. Dear child, you're freezing. Where's your hat? Should have a hat on.
You.
Shouldn't I have?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, well...
Same stuff.
Man, fuck the hat.
Authority. Not so feeling. Feel it up. Oh my god, fuck the hat. Is that what you just said to me? I can't believe you told me to fuck the hat. Oh, authority, for fuck's sake. You're saying it really loud, but it's not coming through. Maybe add some indignation. So I should just take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it, right? Point to your head where hat is located. Engage in sexual intercourse with a hat right here in front of you because you told me so on the sea ice. Fuck's sake, Harry. More. Right here on the sea ice? More. Puff your cheeks as you can't breathe from sheer indignation of effort. I didn't mean it, like, I'm sorry, the girls were visibly shaken. For fuck's sake. The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes, unsure how to react. Start jumping up and down on the sea ice, gesturing towards it with both hands, as if to say, this is where it was supposed to take place. The girl looks up, looks down, slowly curling into a ball. Start crying. Young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, watching the sorry spectre in the end. It's an awful quiet in there, sound of sobbing. Looks up and she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol and God knows what. And not so quietly crying. Isn't really about the hat, it is. No. You know, you're not the only one with issues. There's a muddle hint in her voice. I self-medicate shit. Life's horror, you know. Crying helps though. It gets out of your system. And then maybe we can talk, okay? I'll be here. Aw. I'm sorry, Kim. Having looked away during the final passage of your little episode, it pretend now addresses you. Do you want to talk about what just happened? That's probably a good idea. Normally I'm opposed to discussing one's feeling, especially on duty, but I think that this is an exceptional case. Crygasm. So what do you think happened? Experienced a minor malfunction. I'm okay now. Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on? I can. And I'm sorry, Kim. I promise this is the last time. Sorry. But let's go. Oh. Well, we're rolling with that. That's what we get for scumming, I guess. Sorry, cat trouble. Yeah, hat.
So, like, seriously, what's eating you, man?
Her hair's dyed blonde. Yeah, see. Can we talk for a minute? I wonder when you come around, what's up? There's something that's been making my life hell. Oh, we're connecting. What is it? People just keep putting their selfish interest ahead of the greater good. Oh, really? Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. So the thing that got you crying in front of strangers is slow pace of social progress? Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish people would be a little more reasonable is all. No, that's probably not it, is it? No, it sounds like you've got chick issues. You could be right, but I don't know for certain. Well, think about it anyway. Was there something else? I like how us having a complete failure there actually turned very interesting. Like, this is the first time we've loaded to redo something, and that was because we didn't get a choice of hat, which I thought we would, which I think is kind of ass, but yeah. So what's your name? The visual police business, do the same stuff again. This device you have there, the wires, contact microphone. How does this thing work? Where'd you get the microphone from? What's the Elysium? Sounds interesting. Who's this Arno guy? Maybe we try getting get down. I get down. I grind. Neither do I actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind. You're right, time has deserted me. Non-mic questions for you. Doing that here in the cold. Recording, I guess. Recording. What happened to the old headphones? Wait, what happened to the old headphones? Boyfriend sold them. What for? Stuff need for life. Indeed. Recording. Nod. Yes. She comes off the ass. You need this more than me. Have our hat. Orange bum hat. Thanks, he puts it on. It's a bit large for her. You said it's supposed to be a music place? What is? That, she nods towards the church. The boys think it could be the place, like the Elysium or something. Stooping is really, he pauses. Not gonna be Elysium, that's for sure. And who are these boys? The boys? Yeah, Andre and the guys inside the tent. And why is that? Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside? They got too much stuff crammed in there, no room. Stuff like what? Music stuff mostly, like this tape recorder, but bigger. There's piles of it. Why not just leave some of it outside? You don't have to freeze. But the boys, they invited us in. They're just being dicks to her. So why not leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze? That stuff is more expensive than I am, more expensive than any of us, really. It doesn't matter, I can take the cold. Has some other questions. Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church. It's supposed to become like a club for anemic dance music. This new style of synthesizer stuff. Kidding. Sorry. It's supposed to become like a club for... Except that she looks at the old wooden church and the poles. As the mean wind comes bellowing in, 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. What is anemic dance music? You know, cathodic music that's made with electronic instruments. Electronic instruments like what? Synthesized in tape recorders, microcomputers too, anything that uses electricity, but there's the guitars, also found sound, stuff like that. She wants to turn the church into a club. I know, she nods towards the sloping mass of wood on the coast and shivers. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found a place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right? Yeah. Yeah, why would you ask? Well, okay, so head say maybe you could talk to Andrew and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right? I'll talk to them. They're inside that thing there. She points to a tent. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else? I had other questions. Empathy. Empathy and pick it up. Let's empathy up with some fucking clothes here. And the note asks, I hope we're not stealing it.
Hello again.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo Omicron adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hand. I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice with the drugs wearing off at your age or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark. She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup. The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It's easier to live in their failures. With this, it's easier to tap on tape recorder. The wind howls, you remain silent. It's real, tell her. I mean, I guess it's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now. What is? Shoulders. Shake a little. Nothing. If you got this, don't be scared. Okay, her teeth rattled. She takes the device from your hand and places it in her lap. I'll stick to it. After a moment of silence, she speaks again. So, thanks, I guess, for the psych session. I guess that means we're even. She smiles a little. Oh, it means your little talk before after your breakdown. It's alright now, she says. You return the favor. Tie them. Damn, I was hoping to get that thing, but fuck. Oh shit, we're non-hatted as well. No drama here. It seems like it, yeah. There might be some other ways of getting it. With rolls that happened that we didn't see because they failed. Right, you fuckbags, let the lady in.
Come on, get in. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in.
Sorry, you barely have room for one.
Aw.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Yes, if you just squeeze in. What's the meaning? What, this is an actual zone in here? God damn. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. God damn. Coopy's Angie, engine starting fluid. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. It's fucking music. Pile of nasal spray brands. No Pachet Ultra. Big speaker, kinda used for live music. God damn it. Alright, Minge Tatar. See a youngest man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello. Got them mongulators. Grip strong, sweaty and warm. He's trying to protect and inspire
This is my
confidence.
posse. Noid.
Noid. The young man with earrings looked at you
An
suspiciously.
egghead. Egg!
The tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably anamodic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Once again, one of them was much louder than the other. God damn it. Is that the armor he's wearing? Some of it? What's that? I don't know what the armor looks like. How many music venues have you
We
organised?
have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you
You
here?
see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Right,
Also for talent.
right.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Yeah.
Place is a shithole.
There was some sort of under thing that they wore under the armor, I think, as well. I'm not sure.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need. This place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
An attempt to pander to your perceived conservative sensibilities. No person his age would ever use a word like narcomania with a straight face. Don't fall for it, unless he's DK. Enough histrionics, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dope heads. Burnouts.
Angrily spits on the screw and starts cleaning
Well,
it.
I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that, the world!
Fucking egghead.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there were the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert on those. Well, you're dopeheads as well, you twats. I feel like you're laying this on a bit thick. What's really so bad about those dopeheads and burnouts? They're spooky. Alright. Okay, right? What do you mean by spooky? I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community center and a place of spiritual refugery. Also, they don't heat or clean the buildings. It's gonna collapse. People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. The place has bad signs. No one can dance like that. Thank you, egghead. Right, Sensibar. Done to you. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter, getting them out, whatever spooky stuff they're doing. I'm not sure it's not what the Esclair meant their property for. Well, I can look into it. Help Ravenstart nightclub. Well, I'll look into what's going on in there. I didn't mean help you. Alright, man claps his hand enthusiastically. And is obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchange giddy looks. Did you put the padlock on the door? Yes. I asked Noid to install the measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situations. Oh, as you can see, no. Had to do it in a hurry, not my best work. This should hold up for a while. How long have those people been locked in there? Not long, a week maybe? He shrugs. How can you be sure they haven't starved to death? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on, I'm at least 90, maybe 85% sure they're still alive. 85 is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry too, I guess. It was very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that. What about the key? Of course, no, I give the officer the key. Alright, the speed freak dips into his belt. Yellow key, all of a sudden cool, infused mood, tossing it. Yeah, fucking we're doing it. Shit. As if time's frozen somehow, you think you can sense the key moving in the air? How bad was that? As I say. Don't ruin the cool by overdoing it. Raise your hand in front of your face with minimum effort. Blam, straight in the eye. Straight in the old eye orb in the fucking ball. The looking ball. Alright, Larissa. A stabbing pain. His tears stream uncontrollably from your right eye. Ow, goddamn asshole, what's wrong with you? I can't you see him in pain now? Man, I'm super sorry. That was totally my bad. I got overexcited, threw them too hard. I'm sorry. Looks like he's genuinely sorry he didn't throw them better. I'm sorry, bend your face in mockery of his useless contrition. You almost eye-murdered me, a cop. That's use of lethal force. I really am sorry, man. Just take this, okay? He pulls out some black paper from his belt pack. Wow, looks like there's quite a lot there. Don't need your pity money. That's the thing. Yeah, good thing Kim's not here. The key, he cautiously hands you the yellow key ring. He's shifting in the spot uncomfortably. Still feeling sorry for the mishap. We were talking about the padlock, I think. Yeah, so if we caught that, we wouldn't have gotten the chance to have money. Right, other questions? Who exactly are these people inside the church? Truth is, we don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many of them there are. All we've seen are a glimpse. You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved. Well, he leans in for emphasis. There's also the machinery. This machinery is the deeply mystical variety. He probably does. When I first scouted the place back in February, it was abandoned, empty. It took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly there were all these strange machines lying around in there. One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water, never seen anything like it. Andre, tell me about the feeling. Oh, this felt like there was some thing in there with us, watching us from the dark. This is probably the vantage point the dude has. No, the other one. Not in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg. Felt like silence, awful silence. When you haven't physically seen anyone. Not exactly. We've seen someone who we think is a woman in and out of the church a couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside, but that's kind of it. Yeah, that's probably the scout. The other mercenary ass. What was that about some thing watching you? Like you aren't alone, you know. Wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean. It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling. Kind of crab man. A crab man. Yeah, you know. The way it's climbing up and around the ceiling like a crab. The other one agrees. It was stalking astrally, exhibiting ambush behavior. Wait, is this one of the cryptids? The one that drops down on people? Are you sure there was a crab man? Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. The cell was still alone at the time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, then there's a crab in there. So if you hadn't been in there lately, is he afraid? You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab. Can you tell me more about the machinery? You talked to Noid about that? I just got a distinct burnout and dope head sign coming from them. Probably just jacked up or to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely. So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't even seen them? Well, honestly, I can't, but I am. Damn it, rhetoric. I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument. He nods. I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you. He makes little quotation marks. The fingers when it says technology. Alright. I hope I don't have to talk to all three and this is just a party conversation. You mentioned some kind of Eslarians on the church. Who are the thingies? Oh, the Metorian name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it. We'll go on. What do you mean by Metorian? You know, Meto concerning Meto. A country on Monday. He looks at you, squinting his eyes to see if you're kidding. On the Monday Asolia. Oh, the founding party. I know them, but can you refresh my memory? Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up. You know, I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization. And they have roots in the ancient mass centers, he pauses. And the custodians of the thingy church. Plus they anoint the innocents. Like they made the innocence system, right? Doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church. You're totally wrong about that. He shakes his head. Thingy Church is about love. Anic music is about love. I got love for my penitent posse. It is a relay out of death. We dance. He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it. Love is hardcore. Unity. UDK all the way, mate? No, actually not. After the epic bullshit. Make some noise for the insinuation posse. He turns the volume up and he looks at you with a knowing nod, as if he's obvious. You'll break into dance. You feel it. The thingies on your coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base as if testing the waters. No, this is too much. No sane organization would have this level of absurdity in their church. That's pretty downbeat. I think I speak for all of us when I say we expected the law to be more open to the idea of love, unity, and the thingy posse. I'm sorry that the law doesn't share your vision. While he paused for a moment, we're sorry too. Got any more questions? The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. His expectations is fierce. Want to ask you about the tent full of equipment? Yes, what? So you brought your own water? Yeah, good to have, bits to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water, and it's distilled too. Oh, doesn't know what to say. It's the one they sell at the fuel station. Yeah, I think that bins you. Hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here. It does, doesn't it? Told you we would have a smell problem. He picks up a piece of telephone cord and inspects it. Wait, I can smell ether. Why? Ether? Don't smell ether. Do you, Noid? Nope. Makes with a peculiar chemical scent, like laundry detergent. Sniffs the air, then shrugs. Shrug is good enough for us. Why say it when you can shrug it? God damn it, logic. Yeah, we're reaching the high rolls here. What's this with all this no-ship head? The what now? Point to the nasal spray. Oh, the old Ultra. I have major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's blasted up. Winter can't even breathe. You sound fine to me. Yes, he nods erratically. That's all the thingy's doing. Without the noser, we'd be drowning in shit right now. Nosebit is the shit. Good, on to the next thing. What about the engine starting fluid? Engine starting fluid, it's for starting engines. What engines do you start with it? What's with goddamn Roman hearings? It's cold, the fluid's for the generator. He points towards the machine. How's that extra high ether content working out for you guys? Does it do the trick? I guess it does. You know, maybe that slight scent of ether I felt before is somehow connected to the ethyl ether. No idea, man. God damn it. Gotta get my logic on here. I don't want to risk failing it, so I'm actually gonna put my bullshit on before we try that one, because we don't want to have a meltdown. We have some logic pants, don't we? We have logic glasses. A big man logic hat. Another logic hat. Not as big man logic hat as that hat. Any other logic? Do we have anything binning our logic? We don't have any logic pants, no. Nah. I think we're good. The logic the shit out of this, you twat. Oh, it's Egghead. Peroxide blonde hair, stands to the Harmons in a tape play. Nods. I saw you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Hardcore!
Nothing.
Hardcore!
Nothing.
Hardcore to the mega!
Nothing.
Internally coherent. All core! Alright! Yeah!
Curls his brows. As his very large head traces the sublime visible movement of music in the ass. I think he might be stupid, Crow. Also, hello.
Hardcore! Ah!
Let out an agonized roar over the feeble thing. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would be good. Have been good if I had just asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Solve the egghead puzzle. Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think? God damn it. Who the hell knows?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
What's the deal with Egghead? I want to talk to him. He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music and by being the master of ceremonies. What's a master of ceremonies? You know, a host, the claimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going. How do you communicate with him? Well, he shrugs. Just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him. Have you ever really talked to him? Yeah, sometimes when I like stumble and find a way into his center. You have to hear a lot of the hardcore to the mega first though. The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it, he's a puzzle. Okay. Here we go. Yes, a number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. I got a bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up. What things? Senses something is wrong. This isn't makings of a club. This tent is full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs. I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it is wrong. Look, we even have speakers. He points to speakers. One speaker. They have one speaker. Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend? What do you mean friend? The other speaker. You only have one. It's a one speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in an automatic music with the other speaker. Psh. You have no headphones. Wouldn't Alison need her headphones to spin tape? What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing. Isn't Northland in here its active ingredient? He said it was for his nose. What more do you want? Distilled water, cornerstone of clean lab, and of all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer? The ethyl ether from the thingy solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a solution. Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, now it's the ether. He smiles nervously. No need to pile on any more, is there? Proceed. No shit, he sounds tired. Sure, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab. That, he waves his hand. Come on, that's punishable by summary execution against the law. I meant to say not true. So what are we going to do with you? What do you mean do? There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. Wouldn't take a lot of pushing. We do the lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment. Or else there's an audible clank as he lets a wrench drop into his toolbox. God damn. We'll see. Now speak. He thinks for a moment, then opens his... oh damn, I got the thing, so my authority's in the toilet. Opens his mouth, will close it again, then finally raises his hands. Thinks it's way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not gonna turn the church into the wickedest club in East Rochelle. Because we are, we totally are. Just gotta turn it into a speed lab first. You know, to get our foot in the door. And why did you need me? Like I was told, the spooky assholes moved in there. Yeah, I was getting all the stuff together a month ago. And the place was empty. And now it's all spooked up. They're not really spooky, are they? No man, they're spooky alright. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off too, couldn't feel the love at all. Yeah, fits the men. Whatever you think is right, sir, but please, we're only trying to make a living. Pack up and retort to Precinct 41. No, please, the one with the large head. Press stop on the tape player. In the silence, you can hear the wind and howl outside. It's not silent. There needs to be a club for thingy music in there. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs, and we're slaves, and I can't. We're running out of time. Without his smile, he looks heartbroken and older than you thought he was. He looks almost as old as you. What's the meaning? We need a win. I promise you this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll be true. We'll do it true. And we'll do it sober and real and beautiful. And there'll be victory for the light. Dumbasses. The law is the law. If you avoid the call, we will consider you fugitive and hunt you down. Arrest. No, he looks like he's at least 45 years old. What does that even mean? He looks beat. Okay, he nods. What happens at the station? Case will be reviewed. You might get prosecuted or not. We'll see. Fine, I guess we're truly done, he sighs. First I'll need to see all of your identification documents. The would-be leader pulls out a card from his jacket pocket and hands it to you. The name reads Pete Andre. For fuck's sake. Mysterious Friend hands out his paper. The name is Carl Holtzman. German. I thought I've seen that before. Close to tears, one of the large head hands you a card. His name is Germain de Vandervik. Names note down the paperwork and hand each their form. I guess that's that. Pack it up, Egg. He closes his toolbox. Right, now we loot everything. Did we arrest the girl as well? I hope not. She seemed not involved. We did. Well, could have kept my hat then. I guess. He might have been on the music though and just stupid. I don't know. That might have been true for all of them. I don't know. Fuck him. Druggies, goddamn. We have our stuff, don't we? Drama instead of Inland Empire. Do we really want drama? Where are you, drama? Detect lies, that'll be good. Right. Goodbye, lovely hat. I fixed it, Kim. Let's go let those poor people out.
Yes?
When are we to get our dice? 8 hours from us, so it's about at 8, so 3-ish hours from now. Did you leave the tape recorder? Nope, damn it. Sometimes it's hard to see the things that light up, especially the perception things, because they're yellow and often blend in with shit. Fucking poor people they locked in here. I think the person that they call the Crab Man is very likely the last mercenary that has an overlook of the ass. Padlock with key. Pull the doors, great whoosh of air rushes into the dark of the church. The rushing fill the great vacuum in the heart of the city. Damn. God, same stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. More the forked ligament pattern you saw outside. Lightning. Grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Resisting the urge to run. No double click. Which I'll probably fuck up. Blackboard filled with complex equations that look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies. Prayer book has been left open. Strange taste on your lips, like blood or strawberries. Fucking strawberry blood. Didn't get any new thoughts, did we? Our logic really is in the toilet. Same with encyclopedia. Our volition is falling behind as well. The silence in the passage shows almost palpable, all the shifting matter and shuffling of living things gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand just the right spot, even your footstep would be completely silent. Wait, I think I hear something. And then it's gone. Almost as if all of it, but the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Stomp your feet and clap your hands. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which silence feels even more total now. Where? Was barely audible, not a hound. But the softest of whispers. Oh, we're in one of those dead asses for sound. What's happening? 10 points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer. Can you hear anything? Almost nothing is beginning to worry me. Just as like strange acoustic, some engineering trick. Very smart. Whatever it is, definitely real. Something odd is happening around us. Senate does not reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. Look up into the bell tower. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible. Yeah, this is max. The 3% this has. Then disappear completely from the darkness tower overhead. Google. This would be the spotter, I think. Zoom. It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and is making its way toward you through the other shadows. Follow the shadow's movements. It's not a shadow anymore. It's becoming more substantial. Get closer. The shape of an animal descends. Officer, is there something up there? Lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you're seeing. Oh no, you lost sight of it. Where did it go? On the ceiling? Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. Blink. Fucking crap, man. You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it? What a fucking creature. Bowl is filled with water, live wire runs directly through it. Could these wires work as contact microphones? Oh, I had 2 there. Only got to click 1. Google everything before we talk to the crab. Hmm. Oh, I found a bottle. Pain threshold scarf. Oh boy. Fucking yes. A figure drawn in frost on the window depicting a deer. Frost has drawn flowers in the glass. It's going to view. Yoink. Fucking crab, man. Cracked pane of glass, colourful. Spider spun his web around this wood ass thingy. Empathy shoes. Oh boy. What my perception shoes though. Right, let's go talk to that fucker. Although usually when they dump things that where we need stuff, it usually means it's empathy time. Can never remember. There we go. The shadow is a man, but a man made out of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building is studying you intently. What? The crab man. Say nothing, be quiet for now. The man leans forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
I bet your alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You've come to the right place.
Holmes, eh? Right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of the bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing too. It's very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Goddamn. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already, sheesh. Hell no, run away. Yeah, I guess I have a little problem getting out of hand lately, but...
Está oscuro, eh? I see deep inside you. Your body and spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Well, we haven't eaten for 3 days. I think that might have more to do with anything. I know what I'm feeling, mate.
I was like you once. Just dragging my feet to the next bottle. Shit was dark.
Oh yeah, we did.
Holmes.
We did have a sausage.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
This is Zoo, but I don't even know what this is.
You know what this is. It's truth, Holmes. Join me. Become one with it. Aflame with the mother's love.
One in the rafters? Wait, what does it even mean?
This is the church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You must be the crab man. Never known myself to be a crab. Was that the name you got for me? I won't stop you from using it. Hey, it's your neighbors that came up with the name, not me. Consider this for a moment. I always thought of myself more like a flame flickering along the rafters and beams, he pauses. It may be that I gotta work on my technique. What were you before you became a crab man? God damn it. I was in a gang with... But my memory of that time is fading. Most of them are already gone. Lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like create a whole new me and start over from scratch. Frowns, that's not really the point, EC. You gotta give yourself over to service of the mother, that is. You remember your name, sir? Tyago is my name, but those syllables don't mean much these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place among your fellows. Your place in the world. It ain't got no use for such a place. Ain't got no use for such a place anymore. My name is Harry Dubois. I'm place in the world as Lieutenant Double Infuriator. That's just a thing, Holmes. None of that matters. He sounds melancholy. Saying this, his limbs a mere shadow below as the ceiling. What are you doing here? This special place, there's a perforation in the world up here. A way out into nothingness. He nods towards the ceiling. This church was built around it for the purpose of veneration. I circle it, nurtured by the silence, bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to drink from it directly. Are these yours? Showed him the scarf and shoes lying around. I think they were a long time ago. He looks at the red clothing items you're wearing. I had to shed them, like skins. To get closer to the center of silence, you can have them. I don't need them anymore. Or tie them. They look pretty dapper, actually. Or tie them, composure. What's this mother of silence you keep talking about? Oh, that's not a simple question. As she is one who can't be painted or sculpted. She's a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me. What I couldn't describe her to you, no one can, Holmes. No one ever will. Or tie them. What happens once you drink from this perforation? I'll be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally at one with the state of the world before reality began. I sure you didn't just switch one drug for the other. It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service. Faith is kind of a drug. He shakes his head. I've heard that before. Wait. And I know I can't convince you on the spot, but think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover, regretting that what you did last night? The drugs darker than alcohol circling your system? Still hungover from it? It's being insensitive. Let's move on, Soz. No worries, man. I know this shit takes time. I still don't understand what you're doing in the church. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the Mother's Glory. It doesn't really make sense for you to sing if it's called the Mother of Silence. I mean, I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the Mother of Silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flame themselves are without sound. How do you even find this place, this church? Alright, Elysium man. Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here back when I still had material worries. Up here I realized that the true purpose of the church was. I've been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now. It didn't belong to me. I had other questions. Soon your figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows. You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned? Police raid a while back, he responds, his voice suddenly flat. Did you witness it? Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anyway. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother, unless you forget about everything. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. The ones in the tent outside? I seen them, guessing they're the ones who call me Crab, probably scared of me. Wait, do they have a reason to be scared? Nah, man. They look pretty funny, and I don't harm no one anymore anyway. So what do you think about the nightclub, that is? Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up here, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might have been nice to have had some company. Uh-oh. He said that in spite of himself. It's not attached to the human that he'd like to think. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think. Do you know where the other spooker is? Point to strange machines. Other spooker? Oh, Isa Valentin muy Stenosia, he laughs. Dunno, Holmes. Wait, there's another person living in the church and it's a Venetian? No, I just call her Venetian because of her clothes. He's actually quite young, he scratches his head. Maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. Do you know where she is? You don't know where she is? That's what I said, Holmes. How can you not know where that when you both live here? Don't really follow her comings and goings. We just see her typing on the computer now and then. We got different interests. Do you get nothing else to tell me? How she looks, what she does, who she is? I'm afraid not, easy. You see, we have to wait until she comes back, or shrugs, or search through her radio computer. Alright, later, thanks, later then, mate. What a weird man. What a weirdo. Let's save. I'm gonna go have a break in about 10 minutes, so we're just gonna ass around a little bit more. Gonna go eat something, and then we shall return. But in 10 minutes, not yet. This thing still tells me I found stuff. It is. We'll probably run out soon of those, though. I bet lady thingy will come back. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. Portable Harman Wowski tape recorder. Someone siphoning electrical current from outside into the antenna. Is there anything up here? I don't think so. Maybe the perception checks are actually more difficult if you're running. I don't know. Hey, fucking. She stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity. God damn. Another radio computer, says the lieutenant, stepping closer. And this time it's already turned on. He seems cautious around the machine. These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful. We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case. No, this machine looks like the one in the Doom commercial area. It's also quite similar to the one we have down the station. Must be the same model. He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything. The one you saw earlier was a REM Civic. This is a REM Prefect, a model number thingy equipped with a Feld mainframe and a REM compatible interim printer. Let's just investigate it. Go behind. See a virescent play and print button on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. Tennis says nothing. You see the machine glowing. Frame reflected back with his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Have an oogle. Possibly, yeah. Behind the hatch sits, I think mainly we were in the apartment because we wanted access to the mirror to get rid of the expression. Cube-like crisscross of filament, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side. Says in black marker, log, February, March. Not the filament memory. Press play to talk to it on the repeater. Let's just leave for now. I want to look at the other shit first. I want to put on my perception boots as well. Oh, no, I ran it. Oh, god damn it. So we go in here? No, we don't. Let's oogle this first then. Stained glass window in this white, silver, and apricot fiancée. The young woman, young mother of humanism stands above you. Character runs across her body. She's impossibly tall, oval-faced, and sad. Dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocent Dolores Day. Curling arms with a pair of glowing lungs. Clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel. Nah. Cold wind seeps in from the cracks in the glass. Snow dips cover the floorboards. Feel her multicolored eyes inspecting you. No, I'm not your bug. As bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross, shoulder to shoulder with 3 fingers. Not doing that cross either. Idea nudes. Good call. She left us all in the shit. Don't give her a single thing. Just stand there in the apricot colored light of the window. Secretly grinding your teeth. The woman smiles a distant smile, unmoved. How did I know this was the mother of humanism? Yeah. It's a mystery sprinkled with self-pity and regret. For some reason. Unknown to your mind, looking at her delicate eyes makes you feel like you're ready for drowning. Ow. Damn it. All you know is this young mother of humanity, and that you should go, do something else, escape her sad, worrying look. Visual calculus, go! The jigsaw broken shards fall into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of a stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one, and text Letimov beneath it. What shattered the mosaic? Unknown. A motor carriage, a gun. Oh no. Someone falling into it. Maybe just some hooligan looking for something to break. Who's the older woman? Is that someone with those stupid glasses? On her phone says Irene the Navigator. She's depicted as an older woman wearing thick rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen of her innocence, they advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figure of wise men, common men, and worshippers following up the stairs at her feet. Secret servicemen, terriers, stand in the row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work. Interesting display. The motto, what does it say? Below both women in luminous black letter, apricot le vi mort, apricot le mort, le vi the neutron. Come on, encyclopedia, you can do it. It used to say after life, death, after death, life again. He nods. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. The exaltation is common in DeLorean's fingitism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however. Why for? It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moralitarian-related motto. Oh yeah, we're moralist, aren't we? We should have asked. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing. What's the RCM's motto now? Justice, union, prudence, and force. Ugh. Not very feminine. Not at all. Step back. Oh, we can't ask now. Yes, he looks away. I wasn't sure before. It must be the Lorraine Church of Humanity in the Meriton. It's called the Small Pinewood Church in some records. You know this place? It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplaced it. He lowers his voice. It was built not long after the ritual founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers. As you know, there used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Soters, they call them, the 7 sisters. Only one remain. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used as building material. We should be respectful here. Although the building appears to be deserted, I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else perhaps? He looks at the machinery lying around. Pang of guilt, the lieutenant is leaving something out. Do you know why it was abandoned? I have a fear, yes. There's a pause. Then he continues. There was a police raid a while back. I hear this place was shot to pieces. Who conducted this raid? Well, your station was involved, I hear, although I can't be sure. You're not sure? 3 precincts were involved in the raid. Some say Precinct 41 was one of them. I look around. I guess I could have been here. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. There's a pause. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry in extra district matters. If I was here, I should find out what I was doing. Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary by just calling. If you really don't remember, might be better to keep this one forgotten. Happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Thingy now. Right. Okay. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna get some food, and I will be back in half an hour, maybe an hour, depending on how much of a relax I need. As usual, time for watching. And TTY in a bit.